Hello, welcome to the arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah, and we are always glad to have you along. Show proudly sponsored by MyBet.Africa. Tonight we'll be shifting focus and we'll be talking about athletics because Ghana fortunately have qualified for the World Athletics Championship, which is, World Championship next summer, but unfortunately after their qualification, two of the relay team they have decided to take to social media to criticize the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for their lack of proper traveling arrangements. However, the upcoming 24th edition of the African Athletics Championship will also kick off later this month, and this evening we'll be asking whether the decision or whether the action of these two athletes will have any impact on the upcoming African Championship, which will get underway in Ghana in less than a week or so. We'll be fortunate to bring you up to speed and have a discussion with the president of the Ghana Athletics Association. He will be joining us in studio as well. Also, the team members in studio will also have their say as to whether what these two athletes did or took to social media will have any impact on the team's performance in the upcoming African Athletics Championship here in Ghana. Like I said, we'll bring you more details and what you need to know, and also what we have gathered so far. Also on the show tonight, we'll bring you the Ghana Premier League match day 30 fixtures because it will happen tomorrow. Remember, the games were postponed because of the unfortunate death of Brecum Chelsea forward Dominic Frimpong, who unfortunately was killed after armed men attacked Brecum Chelsea's team bus after honoring a Ghana Premier League game against FC Samatex. Also on the program tonight, we'll bring you our arena team of the week and also bring you a wrap of Ghanaian players abroad as well. As always, we also want to bring you Investors Corner as well. As always, remember the show is proudly sponsored by MyBet.Africa. As always, my name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah. But before we take a quick spin, let me run you through this because as we are talking about sports, remember the Black Stars, they will be representing Ghana or the continent at the 2026 FIFA World Cup for the fifth time, and so pack your bags, Ghana, because two people are going to the FIFA 2026 World Cup today and two more tomorrow and two more the day after. This is the Black Stars World Cup support raffle, and for just 10 cedis you could win a full World Cup experience package, return flights, accommodation and match tickets to all three of Ghana's group games in North America this summer. And there are daily consolation prizes to cash to your mobile money wallets, autographed Black Stars jerseys, VIP fan pack tickets, airtime, data bundles, and more. Every ticket is your vote for the Black Stars, and your shot has been there when Ghana play Panama, England, and then Croatia. To just dial *899# on MTN Telecel or Airtel Tigo. Just 10 cedis per ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances. Two winners every day. Ghana to the world. Just dial *899# or visit ghworldcupraffle.com to purchase your tickets. Once again, tonight we'll be spending most of our time talking about athletics. We'll take a quick spin. I'll be back and we'll get a conversation underway. Stay with us.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
Isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
Find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save our mother and the family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
Hello and welcome to Silicon House Productions, your #1 leading supplier in PA systems, LED screens, 4K ultra modern OB van for live broadcasting and many more. We come your way with our state-of-the-art studios. Studio A is mainly used for podcasts, conferences, talk shows, webinars, etc. Whilst our ultra-modern Studio B comes with a 200-seater capacity, state-of-the-art cameras, digital pull-up banners or LED posters, giant LED walls with IMAX, PA system with backlines for live recording and multi-tracking, high-quality stage lights, and our VIP lounge to host your important guests. At our MCR or Master Control Room, we use a live mixing console for your final mixing, 16-input vision mixer. Through our mother company, KNET, we are equipped with uninterrupted internet service for live streaming onto social media platforms and a live view for broadcasting. We have a conducive atmosphere, clean washrooms, and dressing rooms. So, if you are looking for a serene environment where all your creative ideas will be transformed into a technical reality, then choose Silicon House Productions.
Okay, next one. Sit down.
Welcome back. Still watching the arena here on WoezorTV, and like I said, tonight we are spending most of our time to discuss athletics, because Ghana this month will be hosting the 24th edition of the African Athletics Championship. But unfortunately, like I said, two of the athletes have decided to make things difficult for themselves and their colleagues. After qualifying for the World Athletics Championship, they took to social media to express their displeasure in what they described as not equal treatments for the athletes, and the guys are already in-house and they'll have their bite on that. Tonight also, the president of the Ghana Athletics Association will be joining us, but let me quickly introduce the team members and search for their prelims remarks, and from based on whatever happened over the weekend. Two of us definitely are sad. One of the guys definitely has smiles on his face. The man, it looks like he still has a valid argument. It looks like, Charlie, if you are drawing, if you can, they say if you can't score or if you can't win, you don't lose. But if you have rallied back from 2 goals down, Charlie, make things very difficult for these people. See, maybe I'll be Fibia is Man United. Maybe I'll be Fibia Man United. Charlie, what could shit too? Tighten the back, pack the bus, let's go. Charlie is not nice. Anyways, Chairman, good evening. Welcome. How's your weekend?
Good evening. I catch you say team name.
Tuning yet. Oh. But the argument is that Kuku raises this point that United, Liverpool played against Salah, Ekitike, Isaac, Bradley. Is it Lino, the defender? Is it Lino? The guy who joined from, is it Palmer also? Leone. Yeah. All these players.
Talking about the injuries.
Yes.
I remind you, Klopp showed up to an FA Cup final against Chelsea with under 18s.
Yeah. That's Carabao Cup, rather.
Yes, a Carabao Cup final. Jaden Dan, players nobody knew about. And he still managed to win.
Yeah.
The personnel you deploy on the field does not really matter if you are inspiring the boys. And our game was not really about the players we missed.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just you look at the lineup and everything was just terrible. Because how can you have a player like Rio on the bench? You are out of attacking options, but you decide to play Frimpong as a right winger. A whole first half, and you saw that the thing wasn't working, and he kept him on till the last minute. Yeah. That is not on any player.
Is it not also that Rio Ngomoa is young and you need to integrate him bit by bit?
How many games has that boy played all season?
Yeah.
Even if he's young, like this is the game, put him in. Is that not how Trent started?
Exactly.
Trent's debut was against Manchester United. An injury to Nathan Klein, and all of a sudden he's in there.
Yeah.
The lineup was, everything about the game was wrong. Approach, everything was wrong. And you can't blame players for that. It's a coaching issue. And right now I'm hearing he's trying to get rid of the old players because he feels like they have a hold on the current players. So Robertson has to go, Salah has to go, Van Dijk next, and he's talking about a rebuild. But with the ones that you've actually bought, we are not seeing anything.
The real impact. Yeah.
When Klopp came, every year, whoever he signed into the team, you could see that the team is being built brick by brick till Van Dijk was the last piece added. Oh, it was Alisson.
Yeah.
And you could see that he was building brick. But you bought a lot of players. We are not seeing anything. And you keep on telling me this.
Klopp was given time, so let's see what happens to Klopp.
Klopp was given time, but we're seeing the results. We're seeing that we are moving from A, B, C, D.
This is getting better. Klopp's first season lost the Europa League, but his second season didn't win anything. But gradually was building.
He went to how many finals? He went to an Europa League final.
Yeah.
With that Liverpool team that was struggling in the league. He took that same team up from October, got us into the final. The next season we're in about 2 finals, lost it. And you could see us competing.
Yeah.
We are not competing. because this Manchester United team, honestly, this team that showed up yesterday, on Sunday, was a very beatable team. Any stronger side and Manchester United would have found themselves wanting. But well,
let's see what happens.
He stays this summer, and I think
it means that you're not wearing the white anytime soon.
I'm still there, still hanging. Eventually,
you definitely wear it.
The son of a charcoal seller will wear
one day. Right, so that was Wonderland always joining us on the program. The older gentleman, like I said, has smiles beaming on his face, because Charlie, the thing has taken a different twist now. Man City had it in their hands. Go to Hill Dickinson Stadium last night. They had just one simple task: win. But now they picked up a point. Yeah, they're still in the race, but just that it is not in their hands. It's in the hands of Arsenal now. And what Arsenal just need to do is that win the rest of their games, and then they will be crowned champions. But then Thierry Henry has, sent out a strong warning to Arsenal that the game against West Ham, they should approach that game with caution. That will be something that we'll discuss. And let me put this information across. We'll do a proper review of the entire season, maybe when the season comes to an end. We'll do a proper review of the season as well. But Michael, good evening, welcome. How was your weekend?
Good evening. My weekend was good.
Charlie?
All right. Yeah. Of course. Like Thierry Henry, it's not over yet. It's not done yet. Yeah. You have to relax. Today, my boys.
After all you've done right now, it's not over. It's over.
Not over.
You've recorded you, please.
Calm down.
After all you've done.
Calm down.
You better win it.
But I mean, after all we've done, I think we are in pole position, and I think I loved what Thierry Henry said, and I think he shares the sentiments of that. Shows that he's a fan.
Yeah.
Because we know this team, and we know that anything can happen. West Ham are also in a situation where they need to win, and I think it really plays into the hands of Arsenal, because then West Ham will not turn up at the London Stadium sitting back and expecting Arsenal to come all guns blazing. So in that game, whoever attacks well definitely wins. And looking at what happened in the Fulham game, where we absolutely superb, we blew Fulham out of the water, you see that we can win the game. But I will talk a bit about City and what has happened with City. I think that like we said here, we didn't trust City to win all their games, and we always said that their running also looks quite difficult. The schedule of games too has also become quite difficult, so it became a very uphill task going to Hill Dickinson on a Monday evening with David Moyes in charge, who really relishes situations like this. I just thought that what Everton did yesterday was to nullify out Nico O'Reilly, especially in the second half. I don't know how he did it, but he put in a certain there's this chap they signed from Bayern, I think he's called Raw, and Raw had to do all the chasing of Nico O'Reilly all over the place. Eventually, like I said, the willingness to win it for City looked there in the first half, but then Everton just took over the game in the last minute.
Ghana was really superb. Ghana. That English.
James Garner will be going to the World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
He will be going to the World Cup. He's one player that was at Man United that was not respected, and he was released to Everton. He's been an absolute beast this season. So yeah, we are happy. At some point we were overjoyed, but then the draw brought it back. So like you are saying, it could be done by Burnley, but we wait and see what will happen.
Especially I think this weekend is very, very crucial.
Yeah, as for this weekend, and
City play Brentford, and Arsenal go to West Ham.
And Brentford
exactly. You remember West Ham? Cost damage. Manchester City. They drew 1-1 with them. So Arsenal, I think they need to trade caution. And like I said, I agree with you.
Thursday will determine whether Brentford will be a pushover or not. Because if Aston Villa manages to get into the finals, that means 6 positions for the Champions League. Then you could see Brentford relaxing. But
But the Nottingham Forest I saw against Aston Villa and against
Chelsea,
against my man's Chelsea yesterday. Oh, but should we be talking about Chelsea now?
No, but you see the point is that I think
he has tried to.
Let's talk about Chelsea.
I'm
saying what is wrong with your club?
I'm saying that we'll do a proper review. Why you guys worried?
We'll do a review. Reviewed Arsenal. Chelsea played. Let's review.
No, simple thing. I think the guys up there, the bosses up there, they need to review some of their decisions. I think the club is in this situation or in this current position because of some of the decisions that they took, and I think that's why we are here.
What about Cole Palmer?
No,
is the board responsible for the penalties and the chances?
No. I mean, if a player misses a penalty, how do you blame the coach?
No, but he's been missing.
I think so when a team begin to crumble, when a team begin to fall, when a team begin to, not play as a unit, it affects everybody.
No, but I think for the past, since maybe December, Cole Palmer has not been on it.
And when did the Chelsea issue started? Not in January. It started in December.
Yes, but I think Maresca was still around at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Maresca left on 1st January. Yeah. 1st January. But the point about Cole Palmer was, I think his groin injury has not helped him. He wanted to play throughout the whole season with it. He had to go in for a surgery and then come back. But I think that when he came back, he's never been of himself. You go back to the Champions League when Chelsea lost to Bayern at the Allianz Arena, and when he picked that injury, and since that injury, he has never been the same. And I think, the Chelsea thing, just if I'm to sum it up, it's just about the guys running the club. I think some of their decisions have been bad, and they are now paying for it.
But wait, are we not also just finding an excuse because we say the guys in the backroom staff or the guys up there have not been good enough? Because if you look at their decisions, they took decisions because they are businessmen, and they signed players which was working under a certain manager. And so they probably feel like if it was working, then it could work under any other manager.
No, you don't. If you don't, you cannot guarantee. If you work under Maresca, there was no guarantee that it was going to work under Liam Rosinha, because every coach has the way that he wants to play. How club plays is not how Pep Guardiola plays. How Guardiola plays is not how Luis Enrique will play. How Arteta wants to play is not how maybe Ancelotti wants to play. So, reason why I said that, when Maresca walked onto this project, you could see where Chelsea was. Maybe at 5 or 2% or 3%, but you could see the trajectory under him. So, that article by the Athletic, where you have two guys running there in terms of the medical department, you have one up and then one on the technical bench, and then you dictate to the coach that this player will have to play 60-30 minutes. The fans, these things were not communicated to the fans, so the coach is being forced to bring that player out after 60-70 minutes, and the fans up there will be booing him. They don't know that is a decision, right? So I'm saying that these are some of the decisions. You don't do that. You trusted the manager, that's why you brought him in. I'm not sure if any club does not trust any manager, they'll go and hire his services. You went through your CVs and you spot that maybe Michael can give me this, Wandel can give me this. If Wandel or Michael walks onto the job, why don't you give me a free hand? You trusted him, that's why he's on. So allow him to work.
So in your opinion, what do you think can be done this summer to remedy that issue?
I think they need to differ from the structure now, which is in place. I don't think the structure, any world-class coach will function under this structure. Trust me.
I'll tell you a reason why it can't succeed. And the very reason why it can succeed is the Bournemouth structure.
Yeah.
Do you know that the structure you run is the same? It's almost the identical as the Bill Foley structure, who is the Bournemouth.
I think similar structure with Brighton.
Yeah. It's almost the same.
No, but the point is
the only difference is probably
the point is that
Brighton and Bournemouth are not in for
exactly.
You are competing serious success.
Exactly.
But you see, what makes it even dangerous is you've signed most of your players to 10-year contracts.
Yeah. And so 8-year amortized contracts.
So now you are stuck with them, whether you like it or not.
And if one key cog decides to leave, Enzo Fernandez, the centre back Levi Colwell, James. Who, if one key cock decides to leave, you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in trouble.
And the reason why I said that the structure needs to change. If you don't see, I mean, nobody thought Luis Enrique would walk onto this PSG job and function like this. Luis Enrique was interviewed by Chelsea.
But you see, that's the thing. You have to give him the space.
Exactly the point.
Because Luis Enrique had to fight to get Mbappe out.
Yeah.
He had to fight to clear some players out, to get in players that he was ready to work with and who were ready to fight for the club. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think these Chelsea owners are going to take leave of the club anytime soon because they've invested. Abramovich left them 1 billion to spend, and they've run through that money.
Exactly.
The money is, we don't know where it is now.
No, he's still in the coffers of the states.
You've run through that money. You've sold all your hotels, all your assets to fund all these things, and you are not seeing results. I don't think they are living in.
So the reason why I said the structure needs to change, all these things need to change.
But changing the structure means you have to pump in more money.
Exactly, and now they are not playing the Champions League to cost them.
Yes.
So if they should have changed, or if they should have known how to go about to run things properly, we wouldn't be in this situation.
After the Club World Cup.
But do you think there's a discontentment in the dressing room, especially from the players?
No.
Not towards coaching, but towards how the club in itself is run by the owners.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't think
because the Athletic article you read, it seemed to insinuate that there were times where Malo Gusto could have played, they didn't play, and there were all the three players that made that interview. They were the ones who were in that whole circle of injury crisis. Malo Gusto, Enzo Fernandez, I've forgotten the final one. The ones who made the interview. Malo Gusto, Cucurella. They were at the thick of this situation where the hierarchy asked them to drop them because of certain things in it.
So, of course. Yeah, I mean, as a player, you can express your opinion on these things. I mean, we sit 1,000 miles away from the UK, and we can see some of the things are bad. So, likewise, the players.
Yeah,
you know, so that's why I mean, Cucurella was like he was really. I mean, it pained him that Maresca left because you could see the trajectory clearly. So for me, I think that guys, don't worry, we'll do a proper review. I mean, when the season ends, when the Champions League is over, we'll kind of have a proper review, and then we'll bring you more World Cup stuff. But for now, the guys, we are yet to come onto our main subject for tonight. So just relax. There's no need for you to worry. But we have a guest in our studio. Let's speak to him for the next 10 minutes, and then we have the opportunity to also have a conversation with the Ghana Athletics Association president to bring us up to speed about what we expect from the upcoming African Athletics Championship, and also, I mean, whether the reaction by the two of the relay team members, their reaction on social media, whether it will have any impact, and going forward, what are their plans to ensure that these things does not happen. But for now, we are privileged to have Joshua Sika Nate from Ashton Travel and Tours. Remember, we are in the World Cup era, and you need such organizations to help you facilitate all your traveling arrangements and everything that you need to know. So Sika, good evening, welcome. How are you?
Sammy, good evening, and I'm elated to be part of your show this evening.
Thank you. First time hearing about Ashton, right?
Yes, Ashton
Travel and Tours. I mean, somebody who is new to this, when we talk about Ashton Travel and Tours, what did they do? I mean, what are your track records? Where can we find you? I mean, what are some of the assurances going into the World Cup? Because when we are in an era like this, so many people come around and it turned out to be a different story. So first of all, talk about your, organization. When we talk about Ashton Travel and Tours, what did they do?
Sammy, actually, Ashton Travel and Tour has been in this travel industry for the past 30 years. And it is an IATA certified organization.
All right.
Our myriad
if you talk about IATA, what's that?
That's the International Travel Agency. I think the certification forum.
Right. Okay.
That is IATA. So in order to be satisfied or internationally recognized, you need to get that IATA certification. So it is recognized worldwide. And Aston has got a myriad of experience when it comes to this travel business. You know, Ghana has been to 4 World Cups already. Yeah. We were in Germany in 2006. Yeah. We've been to South Africa 2010, Brazil 2014, then Qatar in 2022. Then we are going to make history this time round with Mexico, Canada, and USA. Yeah. So it is an auspicious moment where everybody who is yearning to get visa should link up with Aston Travel Tour. Okay. There are instances where people will call you, Sika, I want to go to US, I don't know where to start from. You need not to go to all these middlemen for visa and all these travel arrangements. You need to get people who are doyens in the game, people who have made it before, and Aston is the best. Our packages involve 7 things.
Before we even talk about the packages, I mean, we've been to the World Cup all the time, like you said.
Yes.
Any track record were you able to lift any some people?
It is something that we've been doing for the past 30 years.
Right.
This time round, we want to make history. That is why we are saying Ghanaians who are in limbo, Ghanaians who are in dilemma. You know, we are the experienced hands at the moment. Okay. And it's not that we are doing it alone. We have collaborations with the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Right.
We have collaboration.
Sports and recreation
recreation now. We have collaboration with people who are well vexed in visa facilitation and anything that has to do with traveling.
Okay.
So it is our thing. It's not something that we are going to do a try and error something. It is something that we do.
Right.
It is our everyday thing that we do in terms of traveling.
Okay, I will let you talk about the packages, but let me ask you this question as well. There are so many organizations who are into this business, and you tend to hear some of them and all that. What is it that you are doing differently apart from those organizations that people need to patronize?
Okay, in terms of what we are doing differently, it boils down to our leadership.
Right.
Currently, credibility has something to do with what years of experience and people leading the fort.
Sure.
And when you look at Aston Travel and Tour, before we sign on to this with the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, as you reiterated, we made sure that the leader of the team, which is the head of sports committee in Parliament, Dr. Ekow, he led a delegation to Worcester, where the Black Stars will be hosted. Worcester is a community in Massachusetts that houses almost 40,000 Ghanaians, which means it has the biggest Ghanaian population in America. So Ekow went there, and because he has been a civil servant there before, he spent most of his life as a civil servant in America and in Massachusetts. He's got a link with the mayor of Massachusetts, Joseph Peter. So in terms of security wise, they have linked up with the mayor of Massachusetts. They are providing the Ghanaians who will be going there with accommodation. So as we talk now, accommodation is fully prepared for our fans that we will airlift to America. Aside that too, in terms of security, the mayor is going to provide security for Ghanaians who will be in Massachusetts. And big hotels in Massachusetts, and the Polytechnic, the Webster Polytechnic in Massachusetts too, we've been able to lobby with them, where they are going to provide advisory role and where to go and where not to go. Transportation too will be provided. So we've made grand breaking deals with the mayor of Massachusetts, which inures to the benefit of Ghanaians who will go to America to watch the matches.
Okay, so I mean, now I'll let you talk about the packages. So run us through your packages that you are offering, and then you can share your contact and your location with us as well.
Sammy, you all bear with me that visa facilitation has been a major headache for every Ghanaian. So first on our list is visa facilitation.
All right.
We're going to give people who sign in with Ashton complete and authentic visa process, because we have a team of experts where if you join us, they are going to walk you through. It's not now that they will tell you go and make your bookings, we have everything at our premises where we're going to provide that to you. Secondly, we're going to provide air tickets. You are not going to buy your own air ticket. If you sign on to the package, we're going to airlift you from Ghana to America and back to Ghana. Aside that too, we all know that people might say we are giving you visas for the matches. We are not just giving visas. We are giving a minimum of 2 years and a maximum of 5 years. So if you sign on with Aston, we can make sure you get a minimum of 2 years or a maximum of 5 years visa, depending on your luck. Fourthly, we're going to give you match day tickets, so you get opportunity to watch all the 3 matches that the Black Stars will play during this World Cup time. And the next thing we are going to give you is we are going to give you travel insurance. You need not to go to other insurance companies seeking travel insurance for yourself. We're going to secure it for you as well. Aside that too, we're going to give you an opportunity to also watch live training session matches of the Black Stars. So whilst they are training kudos and you see them before the real match, we're going to also provide transportation to and from the stadium. So it's not like we put you in a hotel or in a hostel facility, then you have to find your way in commuting to the stadium. We're going to provide that. So you could see that it is a carefully thought through plan, and we have strict supervision for that. Aside that too, we know World Cup is a time where people mix with different cultures. You try new cuisines, you try to make new business deals. Aside our packages, we are going to take you through sightseeing. You've heard of the Boston Aquarium, UNESCO World Heritage Site. So aside that, we will make sure that you have a view of the Boston Aquarium and the Niagara waterfalls. You've heard about it. Yes, we're also going to add that to it for you. So it's a whole package on its own. We want you to be part of history, not only just soccer, but make business deal, make connection, taste new cuisines, and come to Ghana and make sure you have a very nice story to tell Ghanaians.
Right. I mean, Sika, now you share your contact and your location with us. And I mean, people who are interested,
in terms of contact, we all know that the best comes from Osu. When the whites came, they wanted to chill, so they chilled at Osu. So if you want our office address, we have GA 104 Local Street, Osu.
Okay, GA 104
Local
Street, Osu. Okay,
that is where our physical address is.
All right.
If you want to, somebody want to do GPS. So maybe you have a car, you want to cruise to Osu. After meeting us, you go to the beach side and you see, have fun. So with the GPS address, we have GA 114.
Okay, 114.
3745. Yeah, so that would take you.
So GA 1143745.
And Sammy, we've created a email. There are these guys who want to do email. They want to contact us through email. So we have a special email address. So that is Aston. Aston WC. That is World Cup. We've shortened it to be WC26. At gmail.com. So Aston
WC26 at gmail.com. All right.
So, and others want to phone, so you can call in. We've got our decks, people on the front decks who will pick your calls and assist you too. So you can do 0256
0256
060 0256
0256
060 997. Or you can also dial 0256
0256
060
998. All right. I mean, Sika, thank you very much for coming, and hopefully we'll get to see you some other time. And
thank you very
best of luck
much.
to you. So,
Sammy,
I mean, if you are interested in going to the World Cup, just find out Ashton Travel and Tours, and then they will sort you out. Yeah.
Sammy, we forgot to let people know that all and sundry is invited. Maybe you might be part of a fan club. Maybe you might be part of a corporate group.
Yeah.
We accept all these people.
Okay.
You must be a Ghanaian citizen. You must also be somebody who love to sing and dance, because it will be boring that at the stadium Black Star scores and you stand aloof. You must be able to be cheerful and the side chicks too. We are also inviting them. It is a nice time to tell your guy that no, look, I want to go to America.
All right.
So force the guys. Housewives too, we are looking up to them.
Okay, they should force the guys.
Yes.
All right, that's interesting. All right, and so that was Joshua Sika Nate. He is from Ashton Travel and Tours, and so make time and then visit the office. Go to Osu, or you can visit, or you can pick up this email ashtonwc26@gmail.com, or you can you can call them 0256060997 or 0256060998. That is Ashton Travel and Tours. And let's take a quick spin. I'll be back, and then we'll zoom straight to our conversation. Still with us.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Hello, welcome back. You're still watching the Arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah, and our special guest has just joined us. And like I said, tonight all our focus is going to be on athletics, because Ghana will be hosting the 24th edition of the African Athletics Championship here in Accra. But before we zoom straight into that, the relay team were in Gaborone in Botswana, and they are fortunately qualified for the World Athletics Championship next summer. But unfortunately, two of the athletes decided to express their displeasure about some things that they felt that could have been done more in a better way. But let me begin this way, because Ghana's men 4x100 relay team made history by securing qualification for the fourth consecutive appearance at the World Athletics Championship. Now, Team Ghana finished second behind China in 38.09 seconds to claim a final automatic qualification spot for next year's championship in Beijing. Edwin Kadai, who ran the anchor leg on Saturday was moving to the open leg, while 100 meter national record holder Abdul Rashid Saminu took over the anchoring duty. Benjamin Azamati and Joseph Polamo completed a quartet in a superb display. Now, this 4x100 relay team now will join the Ghana's team that will be participating in the 24th edition of the African Youth Athletics Championship. Unfortunately, they missed out in the 4x100 relay team. They finished 4th, and then they missed the final. So they finished 4th, and so they missed the final. But unfortunately, after the having secured qualification, two of them, it was Saminu who really expressed his displeasure, and he moved to social media and he posted this thing, and to quote, Saminu said, "The Ministry of Youth and Sports in Ghana need to do better. Don't set us up to fail or for a failure. If it was a Black Stars flight ticket, would be ready in months prior to their game. A 14-hour flight with a 16-hour layover is not acceptable for a professional athlete. We are running with jet lags, jet lag with no proper recovery." And after Saminus pointed or shared this, as Amati also said, we are competing against guys who have been here 1 to 3 weeks, while we have been traveling since Wednesday and arriving a day before a new competition I saw, or before a new continent. I think that's what he meant to say, and I get it. I guess we are magicians. Do better, the sports ministry. However, the sports ministry has clarified what these two athletes put out. Even before that, the GAA has congratulated them, the two athletes, for what they did. And if I'm to read it out, Ghana Athletics has congratulated the national men's 4x100 relay team for their strong performance at the World Athletics Relay in Gaborone, Botswana, securing qualification for the 2027 World Athletics Championship in Beijing. The association has taken notice of concern raised by the athletes regarding travel and pre-competition arrangement. GA takes full responsibility for these concerns and acknowledges the importance of proper preparation conditions for elite performance. GA assures all stakeholders that we will work closely with the Ministry of Sports and Recreation to address these issues and put in place improved systems to prevent recurring or reoccurrence. Now, GA commends the team for their resilience and dedication to national duty. Now, the Sports and Recreation Ministry also issued a statement to clarify, and it says that the Ministry of Sports and Recreation has taken notice of recent public comments made by members of Ghana's men's 4x100 relay team, as well as a statement issued by the Ghana Athletics Association regarding travel and preparation arrangement for the World Athletics Relays in Gaborone, Botswana. The ministry wishes to state clearly that arrival timelines and competition preparation schedules are determined by federation engagement and international competition protocol, and not by the ministry. The role of the ministry, upon receipt of recommendations from the National Sports Authority and the relevant federation, is to facilitate the procurement of travel arrangements in line with the approved schedule. With specific reference to the World Athletics Relays, the ministry did not vary or alter the travel schedule as submitted by the Ghana Athletics Association. The ministry remains committed to supporting all the national teams within established procedures, and will continue to work with the National Sports Authority and federations to strengthen coordination to ensure optimal preparation condition for athletes. We commend the team for their performance and qualification for the 2027 World Athletics Championship, and wish them continued success. That is the statement issued by the Sports and Recreation Ministry. The reason why we've brought all these things on board is that Ghana will be hosting the 24th edition of the African Athletics Championship, and the question that we seek to ask is, will this affect their performance? If not Samino and Azemati, to be specific, will affect Ghana's performance, Ghana's output? Because if you raise concern about lack of preparation and lack of proper traveling arrangements, okay, although a little bit concerned, okay, what about that? Are we going to be affected and all these things? But then, I mean, we are glad to have Ba Hussaini joining us, who's the president of Ghana Athletics Association. Ba, good evening and welcome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you for having me too. It's just a great pleasure.
Yeah, as always.
To be among these three great men.
Thank you.
I hope today it will be a friendly fire. Because the way you've taken your time to read all this, but you left one thing out.
Okay.
Samino also issued a statement. I don't know why it's for
Samino's agency. Okay, right. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Apologies for that. I think we're discussing it. But unfortunately, apologies.
Oh, that's okay.
For that. Yeah, and thanks for the correction. Before we get to the Athletics Championship,
yes,
right? I mean, as a federation, if the sports ministry says that they liaise with you in terms of procurement of tickets and traveling arrangements, are the athletes aware that the GA are in constant touch with the sports ministry, and something of this sort, they shouldn't be the one befronting it, but rather the GA?
Thank you very much. What the ministry said was actually what normal happens.
Okay.
The athlete travels, itinerary, competition dates. The competition date is set by the International Federation.
Yeah.
We don't set up like this African Championship.
Yeah.
We determine when the competition will come together with the Confederation of African Athletics. So there's always 2 days before the competitions. It's the standard. Like the African Championships. Team are arriving on the 10th, have technical meeting on the 11th, competition starts on the 12th. Competition will from the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, last day, 18th, team depart.
Right.
So that's the standard.
Okay.
So the world release, arrival 30th, first for training, second and third competition, fourth departure. So that one is the international standards.
Okay.
We don't control that.
Yeah.
Yes. So the concerns of the athletes, we receive it in good faith.
Right.
Receive it in good faith. Because if he had not got concern, I know Samini, he would not have come out to say what he said.
Right.
So we have spoken to them. I spoke to them, and when I was coming, he was the one I was speaking to.
Right.
So they are on their way to Accra. They just landed in Addis Ababa, and they have taken their flight 3 hours from now. So they will land in Ghana by 5:30. They should be in Ghana. Honorable Minister, I told him that I would like to bring them to his office when they arrive, and he agreed. So tomorrow by 9-10 o'clock, the athletes will pay a courtesy call on the Honorable Minister in his office. So whatever challenge they have, we will table it in front of the Minister. Then we'll see how we can resolve that.
Okay.
There's always a way, engagement, that lead to better solutions. Yeah. So Rashid came out through his agent to explain why he said it. So me, as a Federation President, I take full responsibility what has happened there.
Okay.
Because we have been doing this ticketing not today. So if this time the ticketing didn't go well, and I can't say that I've given that role to somebody to play, it is still me, the person was playing on behalf of me. Yeah. So if the person didn't do it well, I will not come and say that you didn't do it well, even though we have our internal discipline. But yes, I still have the ultimate responsibility. That's why I issued that statement that I take full responsibility of what happened. But we'll make sure that no such will happen again.
Right. I mean, that's a good sign of a good leader. But I just wanted to find this from you, that if you read what somebody put out, it looks like, was there a delay in the time when they should have arrived at the games village? Was there a delay? Did they go to the games village late?
No,
Did they arrive late?
the issue was the flight route that they got. That was the issue.
That was
not the arrival date.
Okay.
The route that they took to Botswana was where the problem was.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
so
fine.
Even if we have to change your poll tickets yesterday, because he was also routing through South Africa, and he was to stay about 5-6 hours South Africa, 8 to 12 hours Africa before he come to Ghana.
Okay.
So because of that, we changed. We couldn't even get a normal ticket for him, so but we have to buy a business ticket for him to come through Addis. So it was not the date of arrival, but it was the route that they took to the Botswana. And Botswana is a peculiar country where it is. It's difficult to go there. Difficult. You had to go through either SA or you had to go to Bola International Airport. And at that time, everybody was going there. So it was, every airline was fully booked. And for leaving from US to that place, you have either to go to Asia or you go to Europe and come down. Either you go to Doha, from Doha to Addis to Botswana, or you go to Doha, from Doha to South Africa to Addis. Or it's long distance. So that is why we didn't want to derail our preparation toward the African Championships. Because we have time to deal with this one.
Exactly. I mean, reason why, because it's a concern. Once we are hosting, we need to. We need to leave a very, very good mark. We'll need to go for a quick commercial break. I know the guys have some questions that they want to ask from me, but. You mentioned that the guys will go and see the sports minister tomorrow.
Yes,
I hope every misunderstanding has been ironed out.
I spoke to the minister even today. I had a meeting with him.
Has the minister spoken to Samino or Azamadi? Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware that minister speaks to them, but he will meet them tomorrow.
And
that one
everything.
I'm 100% sure that he will meet them tomorrow.
Finally from me, the guys, like your statement said, you congratulated them for qualifying for the World Athletics Championship for next year in Beijing. That's a very good thing. The focus is on the African Championship, but let me ask you this question. We've been there for this is our 4th time that going there. What measures are you putting in place to ensure that this time around we'll go there and at least win a medal? To win at least something more prestigious? Because I have always had this issue, if the 3 of us or if the 4 of us knows that we are going for a competition, right? I always find it so strange that explanation is that Saminu is writing an exams, so Azamati is the only person in training, or this person has arrived, the other one is writing an exam, so afterward the other one will go and join him. It all distorts the training and then cohesion. This is the 4th time. What are the plans? What arrangement are you putting in place to ensure that they will go there and leave a positive, just a positive performance and at least win something more prestigious?
If you look at the history of the 4x100, since we started the team in 2019, it has never been constant because we always pick fastest athletes for the relay. So in every season, you get somebody joining and somebody dropping because we take first fastest. If you look at 2019, it was different. The who won the medal at the Morocco African Games was a completely different team. The one that went to the Eugene World Championship was a totally different team. The one that went to Budapest was different. The one that went to Tokyo was different. And this one too different. The reason simple being that if in the beginning of the season we have something we call rankings or data, we look at what your current performance, his current performance, then we'll arrange the fastest, the second fastest, the 10th fastest, the 4th fastest, and the 5th fastest. The 5th fastest always go as a reserve.
Right.
So if somebody who's running 10:02 and somebody ran 10:00, then say because you want cohesion, this 10:001 shouldn't go, but 10:02 person should go. The athlete themselves will come after you. So that's why we don't have that constant team. But
that's fine.
And because some of them are also in school, as they come for the African Champions, some of them are not available.
Right.
They are in schools. Until we get people like Azamati, who is a complete school, Joe Paul, who is done with school, Rashidi is done with school, and Fuseni will soon also be done with school. If we have them, these 4 athletes, and they are always performing as they do now, we could have them for the next 3-4 years constantly.
Right.
That also built up to the exchanges. That's one of our biggest problems.
Yeah, sure.
Not the athletes themselves, but the exchanges.
Okay.
Because athletes normally they don't have enough time to practice.
Right.
And that is the biggest problem
Challenge.
we have.
Okay.
Yes. Look at what they did in Tokyo last year. Because we camped them for 10 days in US.
Okay.
Look at the performance that they did.
Right.
If you're able to camp them for 2-3 months,
they will improve.
They can get a medal.
Okay.
Because they are the 4 fastest in the world.
Okay.
Before we went to the
Botswana.
Gaborone.
Yeah.
Now they have been pushed.
Yeah.
To the first 16.
Okay.
And we've never gone beyond 16.
All right. Wow, thank you. Let's take a quick spin. We'll be back and then we'll zoom straight to our main conversation and the reason why Bao has joined us tonight. Stay with us.
Esan se men tutu mamamra se na men pese mamamra be yerinti mi di biara Ghana na me num biara so Ghana se ba no afahye ene apunto biara se dia me di dem ho diara ne officer bites na huso dedi wo de obehwie biara mu occasion biara ya mamra dedi wo mu no de e kire yensu e wo afahye eye ni apunto ase de obetime di officer bites asum wo hoho unumu a e koyo Officer Bites made in Ghana. So open do to our first Stepos Enterprise Hometrum Foiso. Officer Bites, who ye guy? Officer Bites be a guy what it? Numnya same one tom manipa wondi in fear do what we. And Sasa pen for ne about our woman Codano for enumbi. And num and some fan kaka. FD aje gwedi enkra to yatum.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Hello, welcome back. You're still watching the arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Samuel Appiah and I'm in studio with the president of Ghana Lizard Association, Bao Hussein Wande Lamo, and then Michael going to be joining us. But we'll zoom straight into our conversation. But remember, the show is proudly sponsored by My Bets South Africa, always holding us down to bring you the arena on your screen. But remember, as we are in the World Cup era, remember, pack your bags, Ghana, because 2 people are going to the 2026 FIFA World Cup today, and 2 more tomorrow, and 2 more the day after. This is the Black Stars World Cup support raffle, and for just 10 Ghana cedis you could win a full World Cup experience package, a return flight, accommodation, and match ticket, and to all 3 of Ghana's group games in North America. And there are daily consolation prizes to cash your mobile money wallets, autographed Black Stars jerseys, VIP fan pack ticket, airtime, and data bundles, and more. Every ticket is your vote for the Black Stars, and your shots has been there. One Ghana play Panama, England, and then Croatia. Just dial *899# on MTN, Telecel, and Airtel Tigo. Just 10 cedis per ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances. 2 more winners every day. Ghana to the world. Dial *899# or visit ghworldcupraffle.com. Bao Hussein is in studio with us. Like I said, his prelims, more of like there are issues, but it looks like they are finding ways to bring resolution to that. I mean, any remarks on that, and then we'll jump straight to our main conversation.
Yeah. So as we've heard throughout, I mean, coming out even as an athlete in such a way was wrong. Whether whatever he was saying was right, the means of going at it was first of all.
Unfortunately, that's the only way you will
not out. Yes, it looks like that's the only way they would have gotten social media sentiment and the backing, but that's probably first of all not the way to go. I think on the end of the association, yes, they've accepted the fault at hand and they've made steps to fix it going forward.
Yeah.
But my take is there probably like a calendar for the whole year to see in June this is happening, in May this is happening, this is happening,
like the football calendar,
where it's easier to plan. See, in June this we are taking this crop of people out there, so let's start booking their tickets by January, which is even cheaper. We may even get more savings on. If there's something like that, I think it helps, but I currently don't know, and that's what I'm trying to ask. Another thing too is if there's a calendar, do all these things fit into the budgets that the association sends to the NSA to add to the sports ministry budget? Yes, because procurement issues have come up in everything that happened, and it will be good to know how the process is from a request being made from the authority to the sports ministry, procurement, and how everything happens. How long are we looking at?
Okay, Mike, I mean, Mr. Bao will come in and we'll talk about the African Championship athletics, but I mean, final thoughts, and then we spend the rest of the time.
Yeah, I think going forward, I think, well, I don't know how they operate, but I feel like he equally admitted that it's a long stretch from the US to Botswana. So probably going forward, if we have, like Wendell was saying, if we have a calendar, then it means we can have a period of time where we can camp these boys probably in Ghana while they train, and then they prepare for a tournament. So I'm not sure moving from Ghana to Botswana will be a difficult task. I think it would have been far easier and far better for our athletes in terms of the cohesion, because we know that their cohesion has not really been developing over the years, and it's evident in the way we change batons and all that. So I think going forward, maybe like Wendell is saying, after the plan, we have a way where the ministry, the NSC, and the GA are all aligned, where we provide as much as support we need to these athletes and get them to competitions that will be fit enough.
Awesome. I mean, we'll talk about the Africa, but would you want to address the question in terms of the calendar, and then we can talk about the championship?
We have calendar. We have 2 years calendar for the World Athletics programs.
That is every 2 years.
By this time, the calendar for the next year is already out. We know the event that will compete in Beijing.
Right.
But the only challenge there is that we have a period which you are going to enter athlete. We have something we call preliminary entry in the US enter commitment. Ghana will participate in this one with 3-4 athletes, and some 4 or 5 weeks to the competition, you will now enter specific event with specific names. That is where they will issue you with visa or invitation letters. That way we can use that letter to go and apply for visas if the country that you are going to require visas. But the other challenge is that sometimes the athletes, one athlete may not be doing well, but just 3 weeks to the competition, you see the athlete perform and have better time than all the people that you've entered. So we always give the athlete that opportunity to give them the 30 minutes. Sometimes we confirm the list a day before the deadline ends, just to give all the athletes every opportunity for them to qualify. We have gotten our fingers bent in 2 occasions. One, we have entered final entries at the levels 4 weeks to the competition, and as soon as we entered that following week, that weekend, an athlete did a better time than those that we've entered.
I see.
Yes, so we don't know how to do it. So we have to add that first athlete as a reserve. So we now wait to the diamond, see that we've exhausted all available time for any athlete to qualify. But yet, buying early tickets is the best way. So the athletes will have better, I'm going through this, when they can psych themselves to go through this route. So the situation of the world calendar and sometimes application for visas, because if you don't do the final entry, it's difficult for the world athlete to give you an invitation letter. For you to use it for visa. If you don't have the invitation letter, you cannot apply for a visa. There's also a period for which you can do that. So these are some of the small challenges that we face.
That's fine.
Also, are we looking at having maybe sponsorship deals with particular airlines that we probably know travel to most of the destinations? So that in such scenarios, we could probably say, okay, because of our deal with you, let's lock down maybe this amount of money for 5 people. We don't have the names yet.
Yes.
But we are locking down airline
these
tickets,
5 tickets
or these 5 tickets for 5 people. Try and find us places where they could stay for these tournaments and all that. So that immediately the name comes, the responsibility lies on them to process the tickets faster and get better routes and all that based on that sponsorship. Have we looked at that?
So that's more of like the foresight going forward.
We can do that, except that the ticket is being purchased by the ministry. We always submit our names, so we can do that to the ministry, to the agents.
So more of like the ministry will negotiate with the airline.
With the airline on that
maybe
one.
even if pre-financing could come from the airline. Later once it's done.
Every fund is done. That's a very good point that we never thought about. So we'll look into it and see how we can incorporate that one into our operations.
All right. I mean, thank you very much, Wanda, for the question, and thank you very much. About the last time that you came here, you gave us a brief thoughts about how preparation is going and all that. But let me just go through this, because the African Championship is Championship in Athletics is a premier continental track and field competition for senior athletes organized by the Confederation of African Athletics. Now, the upcoming 24th edition is scheduled to take place in Accra, May 12 to 17, 2026. And the venues, University of Ghana Stadium, like Bauer shared with us. It's the first time Ghana is hosting such senior championship. Approximately 1,500 athletes are expected to be in Accra from the 54 African nations, and expected to complete it across 44 disciplines. And the last one that was hosted was in Douala, Cameroon. Yeah, sure. Where Joseph Fenbela from Liberia won the men's 100 meters and 200 meters double. Nigeria sets a championship record in the women 4x100 relay, and then Ghana won the men's 4x100 relay gold. And so this just to recap from last year. Well, please take us through preparation, how far preparation has gone. When are we expecting the athletes to arrive? We know that, I mean, even before you run us through the preparation, the last time that you came here, you told us that those guys from abroad will be joining us. It looks like the relay team, that will be the relay team. Okay, so before the relay team arrive tomorrow, God willing, how has preparation been for Team Ghana so far?
We have been preparing the Team Ghana from their bases in Kumasi. They will move.
So they are currently in Kumasi.
They are in Kumasi. So they'll move to University of Ghana within before Friday. Right. Yeah, they move to Ghana because the names, we release the list today.
Okay.
So they will move to camping. I can say they move to camping on Thursday.
Okay.
Move to camping on Thursday, so that they'll stay there. When the other team come, then they move to something we call the Games Village or the Championship Hostels. We are taking the male 4x4 and the female 4x100, but our little bit of challenge is some of them are students, some of them are writing exams during the competition. So what we decide or discuss with the school authority, their school authority, is that we will not bring them to camp, because when they come to the camp, they may not be studying. Right. And we also want them to compete. We also want them to finish their school well. So we agree with the school that we will allow them to stay in the school. They will still train with their PE master or their coaches in school while they study. Right. And when it's time for them to compete in Accra here, we'll bring them to come and stay in Accra for 1 day. The next day they compete and they go back to go and write their exam. So we also need them to participate in that one. The guys from Botswana are arriving tomorrow by 5 a.m. They also join them to have a full team. We are praying that they should be able to practice the relay very, very well, because they have about 6 days to do that in Ghana here. That is the team Ghana. In terms of general preparation, today we receive, if I knew, I would have bought the medals here. We received the gold medals, all the medals I received from China. Our electronic equipment that we bought has just arrived at Aviance, so we are working to clear it tomorrow. And the header flies, everything that we have planned to do, we are executing everything to the letter. The world president is arriving on the 9th, and he will pay the courtesy call to Gamanche. He will also pay courtesy call to President John Mahama on the 14th, and then President Mahama will do the open ceremony on the 11th. And the World Athletics president is coming with 3 vice presidents, together with the assistants. And the CA is also coming with the CA president, CA CEO, and all the entourage. So we are setting up Confederation of African Secretariat in Accra, so that they are moving the whole headquarters from Senegal to Accra on the 8th. So because they will also have conferences or meetings on the 10th at Lancaster. So the CA, when they come on the 8th, they come to take over Ghana Athletics. That's when they arrive, they take over athletics, everything. We will just be as the LOC to support them to do all those. And the technical official too, we bought all their tickets for them. They will come, they are about 42. The ministry bought 42 tickets for all of them. They are coming on the 8th, 9th to have the council meeting on the 10th, and we'll have technical meeting on the 11th. The open ceremony also be on the 11th in the evening between 5 to 7 o'clock in the evening. And on the 12th, we start the competition on the 12th. Feeding, we took caterers around the hostels, and where they will be feeding. We have 6 caterers. 6.
For only Team Ghana or for all the athletes?
No, for the entire competition.
6.
Just 6?
6?
No, it's not just 6. Sometimes competition, you see one caterer preparing everything. But this time around,
you want to.
No. The last time, from what I read, 1,500 athletes are expected to arrive. And 6 caterers, is that enough?
It's enough. Depending on the capacity of the caterers. We will not bring any 4x2 caterer who cannot provide those. The caterers, we have 6 caterers.
But not to cut you, is it that? Okay, so I've hired Michael as a caterer.
Yes.
Michael coming to work, does it mean that he's also coming with some people that will help him? That is okay, that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine. I get it.
So we divide the caterers into 3 groups. 2 will always prepare breakfast. And the breakfast, all the meals are going to be buffet. Not that they prepare rice, whether you like it or not, you eat rice. The breakfast is going to be buffet, lunch is going to be buffet, dinner is going to be buffet. And when we select you to do breakfast, you do breakfast throughout the competition. You also to prepare breakfast. Lunch, you also to prepare lunch. Dinner, yours is to prepare dinner. And everything, you have to have variety. So people have options. They are continental and local. And you go to the dome, at the far extreme end will be one caterer, extreme end will also be another caterer. And if you want to eat here or if you want to eat there, and each and every person who is going to eat in the dining hall is going to give you a coupon. Yes, and there will be the coupon will be given to the caterers before you be served, and we have somebody who will be taking records of the people that have been served. So once you have the coupon, you can have somebody from the LOC, he will take your name that you've come inside. The caterers will take the coupon. So at the end of every meal, we should know how many people are being fed at one particular meal. How many people are fed during the breakfast, how many people are fed during the lunch, and how many people are fed during the dinner. So at the end of the day, we should know how many people the caterers are feeding. Yes.
Do we have any records of the dietary needs of all these athletes that are coming in?
I was just thinking because
international.
You know that sports and diet go hand in hand. So you don't also want a situation where athletes are coming and they are boycotting your food because they feel your diet is too starchy, make them heavy, too light.
Probably maybe allergic to certain things.
The last time you came here, some of the Tobago and those guys who have won the Olympics and all that, are they going to feed from getting their food from the same source?
No, the food is going to be international food.
Yes. So I mean, from what they are saying.
Yes. What we normally avoid when you go to international competition is for athletes to eat the dining hall food and get stomach upsets.
Okay.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
They can boycott the whole competition.
Yeah.
So we make sure that the caterers are very good caterers and they provide very good food.
Right.
Food that everybody can eat and eat well. For that matter, we don't allow people to sell food within the environment. Somebody can go and eat the outside food and go and have stomach upset and say, well, I ate this. So that day we're not going to sell food in and around the stadium. Everybody has to eat the dining hall. If you don't eat the dining hall, they want to go and eat in the restaurants in town. That's your own issue. Right. But we make sure that we give them very good food, because have people like Starbet and Co preparing food. Can you doubt them?
That's fine. That's fine. I have two quick questions that I want to ask. Now, the relay team will be arriving tomorrow. Those are in Kumasi, will be coming to Accra tomorrow
on Thursday.
On Thursday, and then they will start to train at the same University of Ghana Stadium.
Yes, I see.
Okay, that's fine. What I want to find out from you is, looking at the situation, what has happened with the relay team and all joining the team that are here in Accra or in Kumasi, they will be arriving in Accra on Thursday. How are you guys talking to them to put behind what has happened, the forth and the back and forth with the ministry issuing the statement and all these things? How are you guys focusing on this, and what is the target going into this championship?
So that's the beauty of athletics. Athletics will make one learn how to be a champion, a loser, or a winner. Because the athletes, they have gone past that. Because I speak to them every day, and they've not shown any sentiments apart from what they have expressly shown on social media. So they are content with that. They are very cool. That's why they also accepted to meet the minister tomorrow. Yes,
sure.
So
I think that's a very good thing. That's a very good thing.
So there's no another issue. They are cool. They will come, and we'll make them available to journalists. You can if you want, I can bring two.
Oh sure, we want to bring them here.
Yes, I can bring two of them here. Joe Paul is cool. Azamati is cool. Fuseni is cool. Fuseni is a Medina boy.
That's fine.
Yes.
If you get us 2 or 3, no problem. We'll spend the entire time talking to them about it.
When do you have this program again?
Next week.
Next week. Next week I'll bring one of them.
We'll see, because next week we might have a live program. But whatever happens, I'm sure
we can only find a way.
Exactly. But I mean, we just want to get that assurance from you.
No, I'll bring them.
You bring them.
Yes, I can assure you. This live TV. So I'm saying it.
But finally, any targets for them? What's the focus? What's the going into this championship? What's GA aiming at? What's that something that you guys are dreaming of? Of course, you said you are not competing in all the competitions.
Yes.
You're competing in what, 6?
Yeah, we're competing in about 8 competitions.
8, yeah.
100, 200, 400, 4x100, 4x400, 10,000, 1,500. And long jump.
So 8.
About 8 events.
So what is the target at GA?
Our target is to take a step at a time.
Right.
Let them get to finals. Then for finals, I know almost all of them will get to the finals, and their hit time will determine their final performance. But I know we want to retain our 4x100s, because we don't want anybody to beat us in Africa in the 4x100s. That is our pride. And now the 4x4 is coming very strongly. If we are able to compete favorably with Zambia, South Africa, and Kenya, then the 4x4 will also join the 4x100 at the world stage, because these are the top-notch countries that are doing very well in 4x400. Botswana first, South Africa second, Zambia and Kenya. If you're able to beat one of these countries to get a medal in the 4x4, that will be a very huge success for Ghana. I can't remember the last time Ghana featured the 4x4 international competition, and this time around, young athletes, 18-year-old athletes are running 45, and currently the current best African time is also 45. So if you're able to get these people together, what we have done, they should be able to win a medal. For me, if the 4x400 meters gets a medal during this African championship, they've made my day.
that will be a success for you.
It'll be a success for me.
Awesome.
You know, in the past we normally bus students from various senior high schools to come also watch.
Yes.
It's a very good way of inspiring them to also do their best for the future. Is there any plans like that?
Not even them alone. Basically, I was about to ask you how you going to feel the stage because you need the atmosphere.
Yes, we need the atmosphere. We need the crowd. We need the eyeballs. So today, in the bits of advertising, getting people to come on board. Today, we met one of Mr. John Domulo to use his social media handle to crowd to bring people to the stadium. Students, we've spoken to about 25 schools.
I see.
Yes, and they agreed that if we give them buses to buy the students, they will definitely come. And we also do kid athletics on the 12th between 1 and 2. We're doing kid athletics so that more students will come around here. And our advertising is getting pace as we move toward that. The best thing for us to do, Ghana to do for the Athletics Federation or Athletic family is to come to the stadium in the numbers.
Right.
And finally, will it be telecast live on TV?
Oh yes.
Yeah, it should be live on TV.
Telecast live on TV. We are giving the feed free to people who are also advertise our programs. Sure. Yes, so Endeavor TV station have come on board that they are running our promo, and I will also give them the feeds for free.
I mean, when I came, I was discussing with the program director about we have your promo, we'll definitely play it. So hopefully going forward.
It's ended there, so Weezer can't do anything.
Oh no, we have the promo.
We've been playing it.
No, we have the promo. I was discussing with the program director when I came, so hopefully, I mean,
we just letter here.
Yeah, sure.
Weezer was the first
that he contacted. All right, but stay with us. We'll wrap up the program with you. Don't leave us. But for now, it's time for us to do shift focus. We'll wrap the whole program with Bar. Bar is here, but Bar, don't leave us. For now, let's shift focus and let's do a quick wrap of let's start with the team of the week. We'll begin with the team of the week and we'll do wrap up the performance of players abroad, bring you the investors corner, and then we'll have Bauer's final words before we leave the studio. So please let's do the team of the week now.
So team of the week this week starts from France, FC Nantes, Patrick Kalgren in post. Then we move to right back, an unusual choice, but Curtis Jones of Liverpool. I mean, if the coach is doing well, Curtis Jones will not be here. Yes, even though we lost the game, you could see the performance in there. Then we move to Bournemouth, Marcos Senesi, also put in a solid shift. And then to Nottingham Forest, the team that seemed to have turned the corner. I mean, it's just bangers upon bangers, if not 3-0, 4-0. We have Nikola Milenkovic over there pairing Marcos Senesi. Then still in England, we have Dan Burn of Newcastle. Then we move to France. In midfield, we have Corentin Tolisso. Yes. And then we move to Ghana. I hope our senior brother is watching. Salim Adams of Midiama FC scored a very beautiful free kick over the weekend. And then I think Michael will be happy with this one.
Miles Lewis Kelly.
Oh, okay. Yes. He seemed to be the wild card that Ateta has brought in this final running, and he put in a very good shift. Tonight he's in there.
Yeah, he's doing so well.
Yeah. Okay. Then we move to Italy, Sassuolo. We have Armand Loriente. Also scored a very good goal over the weekend. And then we have our man from Manchester City, scored 2 goals, but unfortunately, at least he helped them get a draw. Jeremy Doku.
When he scored, he was shooting the old Dickinson's team. Imagine it was an
at least it was better than losing.
Yeah.
Because a draw still puts Arsenal on their toes. So yes, we'll take it. Then our striker of the week, Tieno Barry. The guy who, I think as Arsenal fans owe this guy something.
He will be at the parade.
Yes, he has to be there because I mean he has put in a very good shift. And then finally, our notable sub, Dominic Frimpong.
Right, and so Dominic Frimpong always featuring on our team of the week. That's our coach of the week, Christian Chevu. Yeah, proper one. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, he's been able to get it to lift the Sierra Trophy. That's our team of the week on your screen now. Right about now, let's bring a wrap of the Ghanaian players abroad. Mike.
All right, so we move straight to our Ghanaian players abroad. In England, of course, Antoine Semenyo, he played 75 minutes for Manchester City as he did Everton yesterday. In the Championship, we have Forson Amankwa, who has been at Norwich this season. Not played much, but he played 46 minutes for Norwich as they lost 2-1 to Hull. Brandon Thomas Asante is getting a lot of game time this ending of the season. He was also featured 87 minutes as they won 4-0 against Watford. In Germany, Ransford Iwa Königsdorfer, he played 90 minutes as Hamburg won 2-1. Watch out for Hamburg. They done so well and they won 2-1 against Frankfurt. When we move to France, Seydou Alidou played in that blockbuster game where Rennes lost 4-2 to Lyon. He played 71 minutes. Auxerre, Gideon Mensah and Elisha Owusu played in the match against Angers and they won 3-1. Kojo Pepropon continues his run of form in its team with OGC Nice as they drew 1-1 with second place Lens. In League 2, Augustin Boachin said Etienne seems not to catch a break. They lost again against Rodez, but he gave the assist for their goal. They lost 2-1. In La Liga, Athletic Club came back from 2 goals down to win 4-2 against Deportivo Alaves. Iñaki Williams played 46 minutes in that game. Jerome Opoku played for Basaksehir as they recorded a very impressive 3-1 win against Fenerbahce. He played 46 minutes. Nicolas Opoku faced Daniel Ejei, and so Kasim Pasa played 1-1 with Daniel Ejei's Kocaeli-Spor. Daniel Ejei was the one who scored for Kocaeli-Spor. So Daniel Ejei and Nicolas Opoku faced each other over the weekend. And then finally in the Saudi Pro League, Christopher Bonsuba, he faced the almighty Cristiano Ronaldo and gave an assist as they won 3-1 against Al Nassr.
So these are all Ghanaian players.
Yeah, all Ghanaian players.
I was surprised. Right, so that was a wrap of Ghanaian players abroad. Let's bring our investors corner.
You didn't mention our brothers. Relegation brothers.
Behave yourself. Right, so this week, this is what we have for you. Al Hilal, Saudi FC will take Al Khalud in the Saudi Pro League, in the Saudi Kings Cup. We are saying a home win for Al Hilal, and then Al Shabab will take Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. We are saying over 1.5. Galatasaray will take Antalya Spor. We are saying that home win for Galatasaray. RB Leipzig, they will take on St. Pauli in the Bundesliga. Home win for Leipzig. Wolfsburg, they will come up against Bayern Munich, and we are saying that over 1.5. And Barcelona against Real Madrid there. Clasico, we are saying that 10 minutes draw. Charlie, 10 minutes draw. So take notice of that. Okay, and we are PSG against Stade Brest. We are saying home win for PSG, and Man City against Brentford. We are saying a home win for Manchester City. And there's our booking code 7NLY 7NLY is our booking code. Just go into my Bet at Africa websites and then you can make some very, very good money. That's our investors corner. But one of our colleagues here on the full-time show has sent a message saying that how can one get accreditation to cover the African Athletics Championship? But I think Francis is just maybe just as a form of a reminder. So if somebody wants an accreditation, very snappy, and then how does the
there's a website. If we go to the Accra 2026 website, there's a link that you can't do, but the media accreditation is closed. If he can send it to you, I can facilitate for him to get it. But we close the media accreditation.
Last time we asked you to bring us accreditation. Are you forgotten?
No, I've not forgotten.
You've not forgotten. You promised us.
No, we need to fill this online and I print it.
And I print. Okay, so Francis, if you are still watching, just send it to me. I'll forward it to Bao. And
ID cards, your ID cards alone is enough, and a picture.
Okay.
Well, I'll let the office staff fill it, then we'll print it for you.
All right. Thank you very much, Bao. And guys, thank you very much. But before we go, I mean, just spare me just 30 seconds. Last week I was somewhere. Let's give a massive shout out to the people at the presidency. Yeah. Last week I was somewhere, and then the person was like, Charlie, I walked to the presidency to have a meeting. They were watching you guys, Charlie. massive respect to the president, Mr. Standugbe, all the guys at the presidency. Thank you very much for making us proud as always. But it has been the arena, and we're fortunate to talk to the president of the Ghana Athletics Association. I mean, Bao, any final words before?
Yeah, my final words that the African Championship is coming big time, and I want everybody to come to the stadium. Legon Sports Stadium to cheer our athletes.
It's free, isn't it?
It gets free.
Yeah, sure.
But please don't come to the VIP because VIP is going to be restricted.
Okay.
Because we're having international guests. We cannot have a lot of people at the VIP. World Athletic President is coming. He will visit His Excellency the President of the Republic on the 14th of this month. So we are so grateful to the Presidency for accepting to host our World President, and the President also agreed to come and do the opening ceremony. This the highest honors we've ever had in athletics, and we're so grateful to the Presidency for giving us such an honor to be with her during the African Championship.
All right, Bao, thank you very much. And when the championship is over, we'll hope to see Azamati or Joe Paul or any of the guys in studio for a live conversation and interaction.
I'll bring one of them here or two of them here for your live show.
Thank you very much, and we'll be waiting for the accreditation. You give it to the programs manager. Well, thank you very much for showing up as always.
And a little birdie.
All right.
Shout out to Messi Osei and Zinaida Danso. Happy birthday to you guys.
All right.
And keep doing what you keep doing.
All right. Thank you very much. Mike, thank you.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Sure. And I'll not say anything. The story is that Arsenal are leading. If they win, they get to the final of the Champions League. Remember, the show was proudly sponsored by My Bet to Africa, always holding us down to bring you the arena at various homes. And remember, there will be a rebroadcast of the program on Thursday at 10 a.m. And so make time to watch it. My name has been Samuel Appiah, and thank you very much for making time to watch the arena. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed, and see you soon.